Some niggas may get 10. Some niggas may get 2. Some niggas may get 3. Some niggas may get 4. It just depends on your case. Depends on who the fucking defending you, I guess. You feel me? He got 14 months. Alright, cool. But like I was saying before, there's niggas who done got 4 to 5 years for a regular fucking gun in New York. So, bro got 14 months for a gun with a switch. Is, you know, it just sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what the fuck? He gotta be snitching because it sound retarded. But at the end of the day, that's just life. You feel me? Ain't no evidence saying he snitched, so it's just whatever.
Switch.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Don Gotti, and I'm back with another video. Today, we will be reacting to Lil ZAY OSAMA sentenced to only 19 months in prison after leaving Glock, Switch, and Uber. Alright, Gen 1090 Jake. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Alright, that being said, let's just get right into it. For those who don't know, Lil ZAY OSAMA, he got arrested like a couple fucking years ago. I don't know when that happened, because he left a Glock in Uber, but I had a switch on it, and he got caught, right? So apparently, bro got 14 fucking months for that. You already know when you get caught with a fucking regular gun in New York, what you gonna get. So imagine with a switch. But bro only got 14 months. Why? I don't know. And he was guilty too. He pleaded guilty. So we gonna see what's up though. Alright, we back. My fault, y'all.
Jake, man, I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. Let's get right into it.
We don't play with no regular nigga. On my butter.
We do it. Don't play my slime. I'm first grade and we'll guess like that. Switchy. No talking. No cap. No talking.
Switch game.
3 switches right here.
And I put the bitch.
That's just enough right there. That's enough. 1, 2, 3. That's enough.
The Glock Switch has become a staple in hip hop, turning handguns into fully automatic.
That shit is crazy. And then the fact that niggas really be, yo, you know what's crazy? Like, real shit. Like, it's obviously a big difference between sliding with a regular gun and then sliding with the shit with a switch. Like, at least when you sliding with the shit, right, you're more than likely to hit your target. When you got a fucking switch and you don't know how to fucking control the shit and the shit just spraying fucking bullets, you don't know what the fuck you hitting. Y'all already not hitting your target. So add a switch and you damn sure not hitting your target. You're just hitting straight bystanders. Straight civilians. Like, come on. That shit is retarded, bro. Like,
but a lot of misconceptions surround the switch, and in this video we'll be fully breaking it down. On November 7th, Chicago rapper Lil ZAY OSAMA stood in front of a federal judge in Brooklyn, New York. It was sentencing day, and Zay had pled guilty back in May to 1 count of possession of a machine gun. On September 29th, 2022, an Uber driver picked up Zay and several associates from a hotel in Manhattan. The driver would notice Zay was holding a firearm during the ride. Dropping them off at a recording studio in Queens, the driver saw they left the gun in the vehicle, so the driver called the police. NYPD would locate the 40 caliber Glock 22 with a switch.
I ain't gonna lie, what y'all doing? Y'all Uber drivers, right? A rapper, maybe you don't know he's a rapper, whatever, right? He leave a gun in his car. You gonna call the police or you gonna call a nigga? Cause he could have called the nigga too. He could have been like, yo, you left that shit in the car. I don't want nothing to do with that. Not saying he wrong for calling police. I'm not saying that, but like, what would y'all do in that situation? I don't
There was 1 round in the chamber and 9 more in the mag. When asked, the driver would identify Lil ZAY OSAMA as the one who possessed it. This statement alone.
And then bro got a switch with 10 bullets, gang. Like, and then you know what's crazy? He got a switch with 10 bullets. He shoot that shit. Them shits is going in like 0.5 seconds, bro.
Was enough to build a Fed case.
They don't play that shit. That's a switchy. And we in New York. Like, New York don't play that shit. Like, they don't play with guns in general. You think they're gonna play with a switch? A little ass button, you're done, gang. As opposed to be. You're done. Real shit.
What's happening? Just put your hands around your back.
I remember this, yeah. And I fuck with Zay too, I ain't gonna lie.
We're gonna sort it all out. What is going on? We're gonna sort it all out. I'm the manager. He's being detained right now. So I'm just.
If you a step on the cops, look at dumb shit.
You get my phone though? Yeah, you got anything on you? I'm on live, sir.
U.S. attorneys would submit a letter requesting to keep Zay in federal custody, labeling him a danger to society, and even quoting some of his lyrics, one of which stated, "Just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch." The then 25-year-old had already been convicted of criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, 3 counts of robbery, aggravated battery, and aggravated discharge of a firearm. Zay would be held in custody and only released after paying a $350,000 bond. In January of 2024, he'd officially be indicted on 1 count of possession of a machine gun and 1 count of possession of an unregistered firearm. Everyone expected this to be the rapper's demise. Fast forward to November 7th.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was over, gang. Gangster.
Having pled guilty to the
Not everybody cares about quality. Some people just want crap. If that's you, Bespoke Post is not for you. Every month
to the machine gun and getting the second charge dropped, was only sentenced to 14 months in federal prison.
Hey, what?
Followed by dropped, was only Zay, having pled guilty to the machine gun and getting the second charge dropped, was only sentenced to 14 months in federal prison, followed by 1 year of supervised release.
That's crazy.
Only having
he
a
got blessed. Like I feel like he got, bro, niggas who live in New York, who born and raised New York, got 4 to 5 years on a regular gun. Like I'm talking about just a regular firearm, gang. First time. You doing 4 years, or you might get 4 years of probation, something, but you doing, you're done, gang. You feel me? You're gonna be done for a while. This thing got 14 months for a switch. Wow, how?
5% of his sentence. Zay will be home in less than a year.
Yeah.
Immediately, he'd be accused online of snitching, solely because of the fact that he didn't get a decade or more in prison.
Ain't no
so
proof.
How did he get such a sweet deal? First off, 90% of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right. Yeah,
a switch without a gun is still considered a machine gun. A switch and a gun is clearly a machine gun, and a machine gun under federal law is punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison, meaning you can get anywhere from supervised release, aka probation, to the max 10 years, depending on a few different factors. But as soon as the internet hears 10, they assume you'll just get 10 years.
I ain't gonna lie, word. Like, it's different in every case and every situation. Like, some niggas may get 10. Some niggas may get 2. Some niggas may get 3. Some niggas may get 4. It just depends on your case. Depends on who the fucking defending you, I guess. You feel me? He got 14 months. Alright, cool. But like I was saying before, there's niggas who done got 4 to 5 years for a regular fucking gun in New York. So, bro got 14 months for a gun with a switch. Is, you know, it just sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what the fuck? He gotta be snitching because it sound retarded. But at the end of the day, that's just life. You feel me? Ain't no evidence saying he snitched, so it just whatever.
Switch. During Zay's plea deal, the courts calculated his offense level as 15 and criminal history as 2. The guideline range for this level scored out to 21 to 27 months in prison, or just over 2 years. Zay's lawyer would counter with a 7-month prison sentence, lawyer, highlighting how Zay's felony convictions came from when he was a juvenile at just 15 and 16 years old. As an adult, he'd only been convicted of 2 misdemeanors. His lawyer would speak on his Chicago upbringing and how at only 14, Zay was shot in the chest. His lawyer would also cite multiple cases in which defendants were sentenced to less than the guidelines. Taking it a step further, his lawyer would point out the unlivable conditions Zay had to endure while inside of MDC Brooklyn as rats and roaches flooded the facility. Inmates would suffer indefinite lockdowns, imposing solitary confinement-like conditions, furthering mental health issues, and leading to multiple inmates being killed. Zay's lawyer, Don Florio, was lawyering her ass off. Zay was in New York to perform at Rolling Loud. He was on his way to an interview when a firearm was left behind, and that firearm wasn't linked to any previous
My thing though, like when you get out of a Uber, like you know a gun, you bought your G. That shit not, it's definitely important if you bring it, right? You not finna do a fucking pocket check. I know when y'all niggas leave out of Ubers, anywhere y'all go, y'all make sure y'all got your phone and shit, right? So you ain't feel, oh shit, I don't have a gun on me. Like you ain't feel that on you, gang. Like a gun is not that light. The gun is not light. Like you gotta feel some shit. You feel me? Like what the fuck?
Zay's lawyer would again take it
crazy.
a step even further, pointing out rappers are often targeted for their wealth. And just 17 days before Zay was arrested, rapper PNB Rock was shot and killed during a robbery for his jewelry. The lawyer would top it all off with the statistical fact that according to the Sentencing Commission, between 2015 and 2023, there were 49 individuals in the Eastern District of New York sentenced for firearm-related offenses, with the median sentence being only 19 months. Zay had already served 8 months total fighting this case, and another 4 months from a state case.
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real-world scenarios.
Fuck up.
Case, meaning he's already been incarcerated for 12 months. Now the U.S. attorney would argue back, highlighting Zay's DNA was found on the weapon, and request he be sentenced to 27 months in federal prison. They'd also try to assassinate his character, speaking on Zay's 2023 arrest following a high-speed chase in Illinois, where police found a Glock 29 with a laser extended magazine and a switch, and a Glock 19 with a 50-round drum.
All these fucking
serial number.
For what?
At the time, Zay was wearing a $90,000 necklace that was allegedly, according to the U.S. attorney, stolen during an armed robbery in New York. At no time was cooperation ever brought up in this case. At no time did Zay ever point the finger, arguing the weapon belonged to anyone else. And at no time did his lawyer or the U.S. attorney highlight a 5K1 or any other factors that would have reduced his sentencing by cooperating. In the end, Zay would receive 14 months in prison, 1 year of supervised release, and a recommendation that he be housed in FCI Thompson, closer to his family in Chicago. With the internet claiming Zay must have ratted, he'd take to his Instagram story address.
Then he gonna read it? Or I gotta fucking read it?
Stop believing everything you hear or see on the internet. You really think you can get 30 years for a switch? Hell no. I don't care what state you in.
I ain't know that. I thought
but switches is dangerous and carry 3 or 4 years, maybe less, depending on your background. But they becoming a problem in a lot of cities, so it might be worse for you. Different strokes for different folks. I caught a blessing. Don't look at my situation and think
but
you need
you know
a
why
switch.
it's probably like that too? Because we don't have that problem in the city, gang. Like, I'm not saying nobody got a switch, but niggas don't really got that, gang. They rap about it. Switch this, switch. Y'all don't got switches. We don't have that problem. I don't think I've heard a fucking case where, oh, a group of people was shot with switches, and I didn't hear that shit. So we don't got that problem. That's probably why, like, they're not lenient on it, but they on some, like, all right, you get this amount of years. Now, a state that has a fucking history of having issues with switches and everything like that, they'll become more strict because they deal with that shit on a day-to-day basis, and it's something that needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? So that's most likely why you're going to get that much for that in New York. But it's varies from state to state, I'm pretty sure.
Cause it can end bad for you. Stop playing with snitching for real.
Or maybe it just
Have
depends.
1090
Maybe it just depends on the situation. Not the situation, but it depends. You feel me? Also, the gun that the switch is used on and everything like that.
Look up my switch case. Now, not only did Zay get a sweet deal, but he's also signed to Warner Records, could afford a $350,000 bond, and a New York top lawyer. So to sum it all up, if you ain't rich, don't tote a switch. Nah, I'm just playing.
That's
to
real
sum it
shit.
all up,
He not wrong. That's a fact. He not wrong. I feel like he not
because
wrong.
of his weak criminal history, right? Because they're not using anything that he hasn't been convicted for. He might have open cases, cool, but whatever. Adult convictions, misdemeanors. Juvenile shit, felonies. But it's been a long time, and they're trying to portray that he's changed his life and become an artist and got a record deal, and he's obviously worth a lot of fucking money. And then the guideline range that the lawyer was able to highlight to the judge shows, look, 49 people got off at around 19 months. What can we do for my client? This is clearly a case of money talks, bullshit walks. If you walk into a courtroom, federal estate without a fucking lawyer, you're fucked. If you walk in there with a top lawyer, a celebrity lawyer, a highly six-figure paid lawyer, you're gonna get an entirely different type of fucking deal. And a lot of y'all are forgetting
That's why money talk.
machine guns and silencers are classed in the same way, right? Pretty sure it's the same punishment for a silencer as it is for a machine gun. Y'all remember T.I. got caught with all that crazy shit and he didn't get a whole lot of time. Everyone assumed he snitched and the commercial on TV about tips didn't help. But in reality, nobody ever got paperwork that showed he snitched. And there's nothing saying Zay snitched aside from the fucking people on the internet. And it's like I personally told him, you can't beat the internet. But stay away from switches and guns that ain't yours. Hire security. PNB Rock, rest in peace. He died with a gun on him, tucked in his waistband. They just came out with the body cam footage. He died with a gun. Didn't even get a chance to pull it out. And it was over with. So think twice, think smart, get security. It's 1090J. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
I ain't gonna lie. Word, what he said, same shit. Hope y'all enjoyed that video though. That shit crazy though. Hope my son really, I mean he already, I'm about to say hope he beat it. Like the nigga got convicted already. I just hope that he get out and he do better with his life, alright? But I'm out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video, alright? It's Don Gotti. Out of here. See you in the next vid.
On BT, if I feel a peasant, shit you niggas do is not impressive. Teachable, but ain't really for the lessons. The professor of my profession. Press him in the studio. Shit, we giving ability testing. If I should even invest in.